Welcome to the American Dream and the American Dream Studio. I'm your host, Craig Sewing, and today we're taking you to Seattle for a real show, not a reality show, about the neighborhoods, the lifestyles, and the culture. Dan Keller and our top realtors out there are going to show you what this city has to offer. Let's get the show started right now.
The search is over, baby. I'm right here, and I got it.
The American Dream, the only show that combats negative media, not owned by a network, commercial-free, unscripted.
I got it.
These are stories for you and by you.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
Hi, American Dream. I am in Ballard, Washington. I'm your host, Beth G. Today we're going to check out the Chittenden boat locks that connect the Puget Sound to Lake Washington, and we're also going to check out the salmon ladders. Let's go see it. Almost everyone loves it down here, watching the boats come in and out. There's about a 20-foot difference between the Puget Sound and Lake Washington, and about 40,000 boats come through here per year, making it the most used boat locks in the nation. Behind me are the Chittenden boat locks. They were commissioned to be built in 1916 and opened in 1917. The purpose of these locks is to go from the freshwater Lake Washington to the Puget Sound, which is saltwater. There's a 20-foot difference between the bodies of the water. So what happens is the boats come in. There's two different docks for large boats and for small boats. They come in and they either are raised or lowered to meet the level, and then they open the gates and they go on to Lake Washington or Puget Sound. Let's talk salmon. Seattle is known for salmon, and it's a very important part of the fishing industry here. We are across from the boat locks, where they have salmon elevators that were constructed in 1917 at a gradual incline, and you can actually see the salmon inside underneath, which we are going to go see now. We are outside, and below me are the fish ladders. There are 6 different types of salmon, and they run between the months of June and November. We're going to go inside to see them underwater. Let's go. If you haven't yet been to the locks, it is a great place to come down. See the salmon, see the boats. Sometimes you catch some seals and jumping fish. It is a fantastic time, really relaxing, and a wonderful opportunity to just be around nature. I appreciate you coming along today as we explored the Chittenden boat locks and the salmon. My name's Beth G. We're in Seattle, and I'll see you next time on American Dream.
If you have ever been to Washington State, you must have heard of Lake Washington. Today, we're going a little bit further south, down to Lake Tapps at the bottom of Mount Rainier. Let's get to it. Here on Lake Tapps, home prices have appreciated as much as $1.5 to $3 million. It is absolutely incredible. The lake itself is 4.5 square miles, and it's even man-made. So why make a 4.5 square mile lake? Well, look behind me. Look at all of these beautiful homes, first and foremost, that we have. It took them a couple of years to make it in the early 1900s. And they did this so we could have more power and electricity to power especially the trains in the area. I really do love this lake for all the recreational activities, the homes, and the wonderful activities that it has so us people can come together with our families. Look behind us here. Over 45 miles of shoreline here on the lake. That is incredible. Think about how many homes are here, the value in the homes, and the value that has come to the area because we have lake taps. Underwater in certain areas, you will be able to find train tracks. There's even an old sawmill, which is hidden below the water, which is a rich part of the history here at Lake Taps. Enough talking about the history. Let's jump on the boat and go check out a property. So we are just now getting to this property on Lake Taps. The homeowner actually built this house himself, which is fantastic. One of the most important things to him when he built it were the views. Now look at this amazing, beautiful view. From Mount Rainier to Bankers Island to Driftwood Point, all the way down the cove, you can see everything from this house. It is a full 180-degree view. Matter of fact, from the third floor, you get almost a true 360-degree view. This property has both sides waterfront, matter of fact. Let's go check out some more. It was awesome of you guys to come join us here on Lake Taps today. If you're in the area, be sure to come and check out the lake. It is fantastic, amazing, and beautiful. As always, stay tuned. There's much more to see. See you on the next episode.
Welcome to Lake Life on Lake Washington. Today I'm going to take you on a little tour of some of the most exclusive property in all of Washington state. I'm going to take you down to an area called Medina and show you some of the most amazing homes. But I'm also going to show you how fun it is to live on Lake Washington, and you don't have to be an uber millionaire to enjoy this lake. Okay, so we're going to get loaded up and head out on the boat. We're here at this amazing listing right here on Lake Washington. It's one of the most expensive homes that you can find on Lake Washington right now, listed at $85 million. What does $85 million get you? It gets you over 17,000 square feet of living space. A home designed by Richard Landry, this beautiful sandstone building, and an amazing little beachfront cottage right on the dock. And you get a pool, a spa, and over 300 feet of shoreline. And you get your own little private beach, so that's pretty cool. Now that I've shown you one of the most exclusive properties on all of Lake Washington, let's go take a look at something a little more modest. One of my favorite ways to show houses is from the boat. Back behind me is one that sold for just a little over $6 million, a little more reasonable. You get 2,800 square feet, this beautiful waterfront, and your super close commute over to Seattle or to Bellevue. It's a great little property. And then right next door is a great opportunity to buy a lot that has a whole plan all ready to go. So if you are looking for waterfront, let me know. Be happy to take you by boat, show you all around the lake. I brought you up to this cute little listing a little farther north on Lake Washington to show you what you can get for different price points. For almost the same amount of square footage as the last place I showed you, you can get 2,600 square feet right on the water, your own dock, for just under $4 million. So if you are looking for something on the lake, there is something for everybody. Now I'm gonna show you all the fun things to do on Lake Washington, and we're gonna hit the water, do a little wake surfing, and it's gonna be a fun time. Joining me on American Dream. We've had this beautiful day on the lake. I'm so glad you joined me. I'm so glad I was able to show you some of those amazing homes. Now we're gonna go hit the water on the jet skis. Have a great day.
Welcome to Shoreline, Washington. We're right on the border of the city in Seattle. In fact, this was unincorporated King County for most of its existence and had a Seattle address. Now it's been broken into several communities, but there's about 60,000 people that reside in the city of Shoreline, and most people that live in this area just drive on through. So let's take a closer look. We're gonna go in the Shoreline Historical Museum, and I'm gonna take you to a lovely park in Richmond Beach. Welcome to the American Dream. I'm Ann Nerdling. We're inside the Shoreline Historical Museum with its executive director, Kenneth Dowd. Kenneth, thanks for joining the American Dream today.
Yeah, thanks.
So tell us all about the museum.
Yeah, well, this is the Shoreline Historical Museum that was really designed to tell the histories and preserve the stories about the historic Shoreline School District. And we get a lot of confusion about that. The historic Shoreline School District really encompassed a lot of different area. Currently, what it incorporates is the cities of Shoreline, Lake Forest Park, and parts of North Seattle as well. So there's really a lot of diversity that we preserve here in terms of the area. And I really like to highlight this map right here because it really demonstrates a lot of that. We have our areas of Shoreline, we have our areas of Lake Forest Park, we have our areas of North Seattle, but there aren't really any boundaries that we see. We don't have, the roads or anything like that. And part of that is because this is a map reflective of 1859, what this area looked like. And I like to highlight it especially because there's a lot of information about indigenous existence and Duwamish existence. And that's something really important that we talk about here at the museum because we do exist on Duwamish land. And so this is a map that was really created by looking at 3 different maps by historian David Berge. And he worked with Duwamish elder Ken Workman as well to incorporate a lot of Lachute seed terms onto this map right here. And so it's wonderful to be able to have place names that are in Lachute seed incorporated onto this map. And if you're interested in practicing that as well, on the little panels behind you, we have some breakdowns, some phonetic ways that you can pronounce those terms as well.
So we're in the archives of the museum now. Kenneth, tell us all about this.
Yeah, so this was a huge project, really a testament to the way that community got involved and helped us to raise funds for this structure that has humidity control, temperature control, and really to make sure that the archives and collections that we have here are being protected. And so this is a great place to come to find out a little bit more about the property that you're in the Shoreline Lake Forest Park in North Seattle area. When people do want to come in and do research about homes, this is generally where we start. This is an old crawl map from 1936, and so as you can see, it has all of this platting information on it. We can even see some Boeing land.
Oh wow.
That was right there. We find out where these plots are right here, and we can see all of these different numbers and all of these different labels associated with the different plats. So there's Richmond Beach Supplement and Richmond Reserve and Richmond Beach Proper. So once we have that information, then we can go over to our binders and try and find some more specific information on the homes.
Great. So this is one of the little known parks in Shoreline. It's called the Caillou-Caillou-Atch Park. And as you can see, it's just a lovely space. It has a playground and walking paths, and if you didn't know it was here, you wouldn't know it was here. So it's kind of a fun place to disappear, have lunch, and watch your kids play. Next, the Richmond Beach Saltwater Park. I'm going to leave you today at the Richmond Beach Saltwater Park. It's a favorite of mine. I walk here pretty much every day. There's a beach below, another play area. You can park in the parking lot and simply watch the sun go down. It's lovely. Thank you so much for joining me with The American Dream. I'm Ann Nordling. We'll see you next time.
Dog City in West Seattle, a dog groomer and doggy daycare. I am so excited for our guest today. It's Desmond Hansen, and he's a local artist, does traffic signal boxes and murals. Let's go meet him. Thanks for joining us. Amazingly talented artist. So in the background, we have one of your new murals that you did. How long did it take you to do this one?
This one took me roughly about 4 to 5 days and about 20 hours.
Most people will know you from your street art, the traffic signal boxes that you do, the murals. How did you get your start on doing the traffic signal boxes?
Well, I was starting to feel a little bit stagnant and wanted to paint some murals, and decided, after seeing a few of these boxes in my neighborhood pretty demolished and vandalized, probably about the perfect size for like a portrait of somebody. Mm-hmm. And so that idea kind of blossomed in my head, and I kind of took it upon myself to create some designs and then approach SDOT about painting the boxes. And at first they thought I was a little bit crazy and they were apprehensive, but now you can see they have faith in what I'm doing.
How many of them do you have now?
I have 60, give or take, some that have been vandalized and aren't really even there anymore because of how much vandalism I've gotten on them.
Tell me about your process for choosing who goes on the traffic signal boxes.
So it's a wide range of stuff. Sometimes the community will come at me with a proposal for like in the Central District, I did I think 10 boxes for them, and they all came up with the themes for them, and we put our heads together to design them. The ones in West Seattle that I started with were kind of a combination of my childhood influences, growing up in the grunge era of rock and roll, and that being pretty influential on me being a kid. And
So how did you get your start as an artist?
As an artist, I used to scribble and do comic books with my friends and stuff, and then in high school we would pass each other's sketchbooks around to each other in between classes, try to impress each other. From there, a couple of high school friends of mine, we all apprenticed at this tattoo shop, And when mural work would come through the door, or like commissions for canvas art and stuff, I would jump at those opportunities. And so from there, murals were kind of like a starting point for me, and aerosol art.
So you have some traffic signal boxes in this area?
Yeah, pretty close. Let's go check them out.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much for taking us through and showing us all your amazing murals throughout the city. It's great, and it adds so much love and community to Seattle. So thanks for what you're doing.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome to this episode of The American Dream. I'm here in the waterfront community of Mukilteo. I'm going to tell you all about an amazing success story that I had happen in just 2 years' time with my clients. First, we're going to start off at Mukilteo Lighthouse Park, and I'm going to show you all of what Mukilteo has to offer. Come on, let me show you around. I know you can't wait to hear about our client's success story, but we are here at one of my favorite places in Mukilteo, at Mukilteo Beach. This is a great location to do fire pits and roast marshmallows and watch the sunset. And it also is the location of Wednesday farmers markets, where locals from all over, including Whidbey Island, come over to sell their freshly farmed goods as well as their products. And so you just don't want to miss out on being here at Mukilteo Lighthouse Park. This is such a great park for families or your dog. It has great green, grassy areas as well as sand volleyball courts and an amazing park for the kids. So don't miss checking out Mukilteo Lighthouse Park. But you guys have waited long enough. I can't wait to take you to my listing and tell you all about the huge success that we had there. Come on, let's take a look. This is the moment you guys have been waiting for. I can't wait to tell you about my client's huge success on this house. In just under 2 years, they've been able to completely double their profits with very little renovation. So I'm gonna show you inside to show you just what they've done to this property. Let's take a look. I always tell my buyers when they're buying a property that first thing we need to look for is a great location in a great school district and great neighborhood. Then what we need to do is focus on the spaces throughout the house, making sure that there's just the right amount of improvement still needed on the house, so there's a great amount of equity in the home. So something that's so simple that makes a house really pop and feel like new construction is to do new trim and new doors. Especially a new door handle can make all the difference. They also did new lighting throughout, whether it was the bathrooms or the entryway, everything got new lighting. It really makes the house feel like new construction. So let me show you a couple more things. Check out this amazing backyard. I know you can imagine yourself out here on summer nights having barbecues with your friends and everybody gathering around. But my buyers started with just a broken patio and a dilapidated fence back here. With just a little bit of improvement, they have really upscaled this backyard. One of the little extra things that they did was they poured a hot tub slab and put in this amazing hot tub, making this yard so ideal. I had so much fun helping these clients to get the maximum amount on their home. And I can't wait to help you do the same thing and live your American dream. I'm Amy Zier. I'll see you next time.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show as much as I enjoyed hosting it. This is a real show, not a reality show, about real estate, lifestyle, and culture. Hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget, you can follow the story on social media as well at The American Dream TV. Until next time, cheers to your American dream.
Hello, America, and welcome to The American Dream,
a national TV show centered on real estate, lifestyle, and culture. Let's get this show started right now.
I ain't gonna wait. I'm coming at you straight. Got you in my rear view. I don't even hear you. I'm already flying away.
I cannot wait to show you the inside of this incredible estate.
Welcome back to The American Dream.
Let's get this show started right now.
I don't think they heard me the first time.
Does this ever get old?
A national TV show centered on real estate, lifestyle, and culture.
It feel like it's third down.
There's never a day that I don't love hopping on my cruiser, taking a spin around the bay.
Yeah, you know the biz, baby. Yeah, you know the biz, baby. The way we win, it ain't fair. But ask, do I care? Do I care? I'ma just do my thing, do my thing, do my thing. I'ma just live my life, live my life, live my life. I'ma do what I want. Yeah, that's right, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'ma just do my thing, do my thing.
So The American Dream is a show about lifestyles, culture, neighborhoods, but also real estate. We find the best real estate teams all across the country.
Let's just talk quickly about the fact that this used to be a really seasonal community.
Historically, this area was a ski town. So keeping in that four-season community, I'm going to take you to one of my favorite spots.
I put a ring around your heart.
The importance of having a person. I think it's really important that you have somebody that you know and trust.
You're the reason all my pieces found a missing part.
Y'all come check it out.
And so when you see that balance and that care and that spirit, people here are friendly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tricia.
That's all for today. In the meantime, cheers to your American Dream.
American Dream TV is a chance for America to hear from small business owners and big dreamers, local leaders and trendsetters, tastemakers and upshakers, the men and women, young and old, in every ethnicity and different perspective of this country we share. We are the American Dream TV, and together we are changing the world of television.